Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Swear here once again with another STB Market Watch. Now, today is Friday. You know what it is. That means, hey, we got another Market Watch coming your way. Now, I want to go over the number one reason why your trades are not profitable. Okay. The number one reason. And it's going to make sense to a lot of people, especially if you have been studying the YouTube videos that I put up probably for the last, I don't know, 6 months. If you've been going through all the market watches, you've been actually applying what I teach, what you're going to start noticing is your mistakes aren't coming from your charting. In most cases, if you really study what I teach, because what I teach, if you can go in and break down the charts the way I teach you to, that no longer is a problem of yours. You'll know where the stock is going. You'll know exactly what you're doing. You'll know exactly what to look for. It's the number one reason you're losing still is going to be your patience. All right. It's your patience. It's your patience. It's your patience. And when I say that, it ties into multiple things. Like the patience is not just a psychological thing. The patience also spills over into your buying habit. So, for example, a lot of people are going to lack patience when it comes to buying options. So let's just say you're playing stock options and you're going to say, okay, I think this move is going to happen in, I don't know, 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. Well, because you're impatient, you go and buy expiration date for a week out, right? You buy it for a week out. So I a lot of times I just don't know why people are doing it like that. But a lot of times it has to do with patience. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a chart and we're gonna show why you need to be patient. We're gonna show why you're losing trades because you're usually right. A lot of times once you learn how to chart, you're usually gonna be right. It's when are you gonna be right? Not if, but when. Let's check it out. So, for example, we're going to start with the SPX, right? SPX, and we're going to just even look at this. So, this is something that I like to teach my STB members. We like to look at extensions. That's hard to say. Look at extension. We're going to look at EMA extensions. Okay. Um, and what that basically means is we like to look at this EMA as a moving average. I don't want to say a moving average indicator to see where the price needs to be currently, but kind of. We want to see where it needs to be currently based on its average. And what I mean by that is a lot of times I like to see this line get hit. If this line is not getting hit, it's extended. And as you see, it's extended 80 days, okay? 80 bars extended away from the 50. This is my 50, okay? Let me bring this away. Okay, so yeah, this is my 50. So this won't make sense to a lot of people who are not in STB, but I'll just say it this way. If the average, if the 50-day average price is right here at 43.60, then why in the hell at day 80 is my price at 50, 45, 37, right? So my average price for the last 50 days, I have to say it this way because it makes sense to people when I slow it down. My average price over the last 50 days is 43.68. Then why in the hell is day 80 at 45.36? That's still not going to, honestly, a lot of people are still not going to understand that. And a lot of people are still going to, like, they don't understand that this was a backdrop in itself. A lot of people are not going to understand that. Like, wait a minute, Tay, that's not, no, I don't understand it, right? Some people are not going to understand it. Some people are going to think it's, baloney. Some people are just not going to agree with this, right? But all of the answers that you are looking for in your whole life of trading are going to be in history. So let's just look back. Shit, let's just see what we got. Right? Has there ever been any time in history that you've gotten away from a average and you ended up coming back? Let's see. Okay, so not hit, not hit, not hit, not hit. I mean, technically still not hit right here. So right here, you made a low. You got away from this 50, 56 bar or 55 bar, excuse me. And what happens? It just pulls right back into it. Boom. It's a $200 move from 37.27 to 39.20. That's solid. How did you know that? Well, because once again, this is your 50-day moving average. That tells me this is the price, the average price of 50 of the last 50 days. Okay. Let's see if we can find it again. Let's see if we can find it again. Find it again. Doesn't happen often because the price usually stays at its average. All right, look at this. So it was at the 50-day here, moves up. Look, boom, 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 boom. And right here, we're extended from the average of the last 50 days. It was at 38.45. The average was down here at 37.07. And what happened? Got in here and boom. It's like it's a like a magnet. It's like I gotta get back to that line. Yes, you do, because that is your average. All right. Once again, it does not happen often. Um, no touch, no touch, no touch, no touch. So it touched it here. Let's just go back. Um, mm, look at that. Look at that. 90 bars. Right. Now, let me just say this. This is not something that you can just, I'm just going to trade this way. You can't. All right. I teach everybody in the STB. I say, listen, you have to have at least two, I even say three or more signals to buy and areas to buy in. So this is not going to give you the precise entry. Okay. It just gives you a reason why it needs to move the opposite way that it's moving. So if it's moving up, 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 and I'm like, bro, like you're 90 days extended from your 50. I'm like, so no, I'm not buying this shit. Once again, you're not patient. That's what I'm trying to say. So people are like, oh, but we're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish. It's like, I'm not buying this. Why in the hell would I buy this when I know you need to get down here and touch this? Now, maybe if you can get down here and touch it, I'd buy it once you touch it because this is your average price of the last 50 days. But I'm not like, why would I be buying here? Here? I mean, because even look, watch this. Once again, it's your patience. You have not touched this green line, right? And look at this. We're 50 days extended right here from the 50. And literally that's 30, 40, and you're extended by almost $200. Yeah, 31.90. Yeah, like why would I buy it? But see, what happens is a lot of people are not patient and they'll buy this shit because they're trying to take advantage of this. Now, don't get me wrong. If you bought here, yes, you continued up and you made some money. I'm not gonna lie. It was a $300 move in, what, 2 months? July. Yeah, a month and a half, 2 months almost. You still got a nice move up. However, if you were not in back here, I just don't grab that. I just have to miss this move. I just have to miss that move. I'm not one of those people who, oh, I gotta get in. I gotta get in. No, I gotta be patient. Maybe I need to go find some opportunity somewhere else, but I'm not touching this shit knowing that it's extended. It's extended. I know you got to come back here. Now, what you can do is you can maybe find two other reasons to buy and say, okay, I can enter right here. And if it does pull back to the 50, I'll make my second entry there and then we'll take it up. But once again, you have to go into it knowing that, hey, I'm okay if it needs to pull back because it is extended. That is where we talk about patience. That's where we talk about risk management. So no, you're not going to throw a big bag at it. So maybe if I do want to, get in here because we're bullish, okay, cool. Maybe I buy that at a very small, at a fourth of a position. If I got 10K that I want to put into this position, I'm only going to put 2,000 in, right? And if it runs off with 2,000, great. When it comes back, boom, I put 5 here, right? So I get out of here, take my profit somewhere in here, and then I get out here. Why would I take profit? Well, I'm sure if you just do something like this here, actually, no. Let's see. I think that was an all-time high at that time. So yeah, you should actually, yeah, because that was 2020. So that was all-time high. So there was no resistance up there. So you don't even know where to get out. Well, actually, we would have known where to get out. We got a few pointers that lets us know where it's going. But um, once again, this is the patient thing that a lot of people are dealing with. Um, if you know that it needs to come back to its average price, be patient. You could have literally waited, grab here, 33.24, and then look. Yeah, you were good. You were good. You were really good. So from September to February, you got a nice run. So once again, it doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often. However, it's currently happening right now. Right. Let's grab this. We have not touched that same 50 since here. So technically, we are 80 days extended. Did we not just see this? I literally just showed you this. We're 80 days extended. I know we're getting close, or it looks like it's close to touching it, but I need to see it touch. That is my rule. I like to see it touch like this, right? Like this. I need to see some, literally, I need to see you penetrate that line, pause, right? But I literally need to see the candle come in and touch, maybe even push through that line, right? If it does not push through that line, then no, you are not touched. I'm not considering you touched. Now you can back test this. You can see if I'm lying. Back test it on a daily, back test it on a 4 hour, the hour chart, the weekly, whatever you may. Back test it. Come back and tell me if I'm lying. Come back and tell me if I was right, whatever it is. Back test, back test, back test. If you see that in history, the averages want to play out, then you can show me some love. All right. If you see in history that this never plays out or does not play out, and keep in mind, everything that we do in the stock market has probabilistic factors, okay, which means that no, this is not a 100, nothing in the market is 100%. We need things that are higher percentage based. So for me, I like things that are 80 to 90% hit rate. What that means is 80 to 90% of the time, my shit is going to hit, right? 80 to 90% of the time, if we are extended, it's coming back. I like that. Now, a lot of y'all are going to get on YouTube and maybe even try to search for somebody else to teach this. You probably won't find it because not many people use EMAs like this. They use EMAs for other things, but rarely will you hear them say, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I created the term or the phrase EMA extension. The reason why I say this is because I've never heard anybody say that. This just comes from back testing. This is me back testing, realizing that, and using common sense. If this is the average of the last 50 days, then why the fuck is my price up here? Now, don't get me wrong, the average can shoot up. It's done it before, but it's very unlikely, especially in that. And once again, you have to add in other factors. So if I start adding in other factors and I can't see any move higher, it's like, no, I can't see you going higher enough to push this up. Then no, I think you coming back down. Now I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Over the next, I don't know, it's going to take some time. Maybe over the next 2 weeks, maybe even the next month or so, I'm going to expect to move down to touch this line. So I'm looking at right now, it may not it's gonna have to touch it. So I'm looking at 43.70. So this is what I'm seeing. All right. Patience. The reason why you're not winning right now, most of the time, the reason why you're not winning is because you're not patient. And that patience, once again, spills over into the fact that you are not giving yourself enough time. Enough time. You need time. You need know-how, education, yes, but you need time. So a lot of times you're going to notice that you are going to be right if you would have just gave yourself time. If you're not confident in your skills, instead of doing a 2 week expiration date, maybe you do 6 months. If you maybe take a loss there, maybe you do a year expiration date. You don't have to be in there for a year. It might take you 2 months, but you do a year expiration date. And then when your price target hit, boom, you get out of there. Right? If you're still losing with a year expiration date, you don't know how to chart. All right. You need to go back to the drawing board. You need to learn a little bit, something, extra. But if you give yourself time, you should be good. All right. Patience, patience, patience. This will make you a winner. I'll talk soon. Hold on. Before I let y'all go, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all of that good stuff if you're not already. And don't forget to share my shit. I couldn't leave out of here without saying it. All right. Now, once again, this is Friday. So I hope you all finish out a great trading week, continue practice trading, paper trading, doing all of that good stuff. And of course, enjoy your weekend. All right. Just to let everybody know, I will be doing Money Monday again, of course. This is what we're doing. We're doing Mondays, Fridays, and if I'm feeling really good, we're gonna do Wednesdays. All right. So this Wednesday we didn't do because I just finished closing a real estate deal. Right, I've been pretty busy. I had a really big $7 million real estate deal that I had to close, and we closed it. So everything is good. I'm feeling great. We're crazy in equity on this place, so feeling good. So yeah, I'm sharing this for a couple of reasons, but the biggest reason, to be honest with you, is to show what's possible. And then the secondary reason is to kind of shit on the haters. I'll be honest. People always tell me, oh, you make all your money from, course sales. And it's like, no. As a matter of fact, I don't even focus on the damn course right now. All we got is YouTube. And I mean, you got the Discord, but the Discord don't make shit. It's not enough people over there to make enough money to take care of my lifestyle. I trade for a living. And then of course I'm an investor. So I get into, real estate and things like that. So this is what we do. I live this life for real. So I just like to let people know that it's possible. It's something that you can do. And I'm actively doing it. Right. So once again, love you all. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you Sunday for my STB members. If you're not in STB, I will see you Monday. All right. I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag.